wait a minute. Did Kendrick Lamar get hacked? Look, so yesterday I made this video. I don't know if it happened yesterday or the day before, but regardless, Kendrick Lamar's GNX album, Euphoria song, Luther music video, Not Like Us music video, and some other things I think, all went down. Now, the culture went in a spiral. We didn't know what was going on. The music went right back up. So there's a bunch of different theories. Is Kendrick plotting something? Did he lose the case? Is it because he's scared of Iceman, as the Owls would say? But then the music went back up. They said it was something about maybe botting. The views went right back up. So we had different theories. I even had, is Kendrick plotting something? What's going on? Relicensing now. You can go check out the last video I did yesterday covering that whole thing. But today, Lauren LaRosa, hope I said that right, of The Breakfast Club, Brown Girl Magic, is out here, and she says she spoke to the labels, and they might have a whole different take.
All right, y'all. So yesterday, it got really weird out here in the Apple Music and YouTube streets because we are, like 3 days away from Drake's Iceman album. And then all of a sudden, Kendrick Lamar's GNX album disappears off of Apple Music, which I'm still trying to figure it out. I'll get into I reached out to the label. They couldn't really explain anything. But so the GNX album is literally deleted off of Apple Music and Tidal, but you can still listen to it on Spotify. And then at the same time, you have the Not Like Us video that was taken down from YouTube at over 400 million views. And then you have the Luther video that was taken down from YouTube, right? And the Euphoria song, you couldn't listen to it on streaming as well.
That sounds like some hacking job.
What's happening?
Hold on. Before we go any further, I need to tell y'all, statistics show that about 20% of the people watching this video are subscribed. Not even your fault. I always say that. It's something that we just kind of take for granted. Now, a lot of YouTubers have always said like, comment, subscribe, and I never even thought about it. I never even took it seriously. But now I've realized how important that really is. Every time I make this call to action and Bonnet Screw pops up, y'all remember to hit that like button, and y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button because it is very important, very crucial in this algorithmic platform. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you think you've subscribed, make sure you are subscribed and hit that like button. Let's get this to 6,000 thumbs up. And like I said, make sure you subscribe. I upload every day, sometimes twice a day. I'm here for y'all. Now back to the action. See, and here's the thing where I was more leaning towards this has something to do with licensing, or this has something to do with controlling that TDE or PG Lang was doing this, and it's not that. Now, one, there's the dude who came, I can't remember, on Twitter and said he knows why it happened. It wasn't something interesting. It's not that big of a deal. Two, there was the screenshots coming out of it looked like the relicensing. Three, with the hacking of multiple platforms at the same time, it feels a little weird. It feels a little weird that it's like, if it's their YouTube, okay. If it was Apple, okay, maybe. But in congruence to each other, and then those songs being the only things that went down, and then them going right back up with the same views and thumbs up and everything, it made me go, I don't know what's going on. But listen, they weird out here, so we don't know what it could be, man.
So I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. Now I reached out to the label, and I asked them, like, I emailed them, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking at it myself. It's not on Apple Music. What's going on? They responded to me like, wait, but it's still on Spotify. I don't think they even knew what was happening. I still don't have an answer as to what happened, but it did. Now, when the YouTube videos were taken down, there was another Not Like Us video that was posted back to Kendrick Lamar's YouTube page, but it was a brand new video. So like the views and everything had started fresh. And then eventually they got the original videos for Luther and Not Like Us back up on YouTube. But
sounds like a hack.
No, that's not what happened. I don't think that's what happened, Lauren. I think the way she said it was a little weird. Those videos, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the way I know how YouTube works, those are the original videos that were re-uploaded. I mean, that are back. So those are the original view counts and stuff. And that happens sometimes where people can, if something is wrong, something goes down, or, you know, that YouTube will restore. It's the same thing like when you get a strike on your channel or something like that, and you fight it and the views disappear and they erase, but if you win the thing, it'll come right back up with the same everything. I assumed it was something more like that, and I'm not 100% sure because she's saying it as if those are brand new files that were uploaded, and then the old files got back up. No, the new ones, what we saw that was re-uploaded is exactly what all those views got back on. So it's not two different videos, and I don't know if that's what she was saying, but it came off that way. It's not two videos that were uploaded, a new version and an old version, and the old version came back. No, it's one thing that was took down and I think brought back up, and then the old view counts, comments, thumbs up, everything went back to it. And I also would like to know, when did you speak to the label? When? Because how early in the process was all this? Because them not knowing that it was down feels a little weird. It's a little weird. You know what I mean? Especially how big of a thing it was online. Lauren was not the first person to notice that this happened. That's a little odd. But throughout this whole Drake Kendrick situation, one thing I've learned is we give record labels more credit than we probably should, because they be doing stupid things. They be making real stupid moves sometimes. And you be thinking like, because it's a coalition of a bunch of people who you would think like people who have like college degrees and studied in these specific things, you would think they wouldn't make some of the mistakes they make, but it's like, no, they be very incompetent too. So it's like, if it is true and they didn't know, then it's like, ooh, what is going on? Some sabotage? Didn't work either way, and it actually, if this was an attempt to sabotage Kendrick, which I still don't believe, the backfiring wow, because Not Like Us is back trending, back on everything, and it's just like, in the middle of the Iceman rollout, I hope that wasn't y'all plan.
And then eventually they got the original videos for Luther and Not Like Us back up.
Because I'm pretty sure Drake does not want Not Like Us to be a focal point of the conversation anymore. Because this re-upload is damn near like it was fresh. People were uploading it again. I mean, people were acting like it just uploaded. Like, did you know that Kendrick dropped to Drake this? Also, They Not Like Us t-shirts, link in the pinned comment. If you grab one for the next 3 days, I will be sending a personal thank you video. Shout out to everybody who did that. Let's keep going.
On YouTube, but
sounds like a hacking problem.
With the views and everything?
Yeah, with the original video from a little over a year ago.
Seems like somebody hacked into that.
But how do you hack Apple Music or YouTube or like for a big artist like Kendrick Lamar?
All of those platforms.
Yeah,
all like what? That's not weird to y'all?
It's one thing to hack them. All of those simultaneously, and that's all that happened. It feels more like they might have been controlling that on the side.
I saw something.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought I saw something online yesterday where they said the person that did the hacking. It's like I can't remember the name of the group.
See what I'm saying? It seemed like a hack.
Yeah, it's a group. It's like a group. But my thing is this: if you're a Drake fan, right, and you decide to do something like that, and I'm not saying that the person who did this was a Drake fan, but
and I keep it buck. That's what people are saying. I don't believe that either. I don't believe that this was that. Because I just don't think that that's how it would happen. If it is, what a backfire. I still don't think that I don't blame this as like an OVO hack job. It's funny to say it is, but it's like, I just don't know.
If you were. All you're doing is bringing more attention to Not Like Us and Kendrick the week of your guy's album coming out on Friday. Like you should make this all about Drake this week. There should be no conversations about Kendrick this week. So doing things.
As soon as this happened, Not Like Us out-trended Iceman. And I know that's got to frustrate Drake with the rollout that he's been doing for all these days, all these weeks with all this stuff. And all it takes is a re-uploads to completely kill the momentum and the conversation be about Kendrick again is not good.
Things like that is just making the conversation about Kendrick.
And you said how? They're hacking everything. They're hacking to the FBI. They're hacking to government stuff. They're hacking to finances, banks. Like
true. Which is like, nothing is impossible. But it's just like, I don't know. Feels weird.
Then also one would assume that somebody's being paid to do this by Drake. Like that's speculation as well. I know people are like, oh yeah, he's definitely got to be paying somebody to do that. Yeah.
It was a little spooky, and I reached out to DJ Khaled's team because I was trying to see if like we would get a response on the fact that Charlamagne was saying that Drake is supposed to be taking shots at DJ Khaled.
He didn't hear it yet.
No, but just the fact that it's happening, and he's staying in his bubble, and I was literally told by someone in his camp like he has no issue with Drake.
First of all, that man is.
him not having an issue with Drake isn't gonna stop Drake. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. The funniest thing Drake has done since this battle is his beef with DJ Khaled. We don't talk about that enough, but that is by far the funniest thing that Drake has been consistently doing. Is this when with the whole where he said he was gonna post Drake vocals or the Canadian vocals dropped or something. Then Drake said you must be talking about Justin Bieber. He ain't never lost one. He might have lost to Kendrick. He ain't never lost to Khaled. And if he goes in and starts cooking Khaled, I'm going to die. Especially if that's the only. That would be so random.
Not staying in the bubble no more. He's lost weight. So stop disrespecting big people like that.
I actually have photos of his new name is Slim Jim. I don't know if you guys know, but DJ Khaled goes by Slim Jim now, and he's over there minding his.
All right, I ain't here to talk about his weight loss. Shout out to you, man. Whatever. But hey. Looks like it's getting spooky out here. I don't know. Some people say that we still don't know what it is. No matter what, this does not help Iceman. I don't think so. So, yeah. And if you want to watch my whole video covering exactly when everything got took down and my initial reaction, go watch this video right here and you'll see everything of me covering it and my initial reaction.